We're dealing with the disappearance of MH370. Where is it? Who took it? What happened? This is kind of the information that people get killed for. Did it fall? It was clocked. Are the people alive? No. Did it really disappear? No. And somebody said, Prophet, are we going to find this plane? Yes. Now they've started searches. And here's what is going to happen. Listen carefully. Some of us can come boldly and say we know. And some who don't know say it is impossible to know. In the things of the prophetic, no matter how sharp we are, we eliminate other details so that we also don't get into trouble if God has not told us so. If God says, say it, we say it. I'm not going to concentrate on the prophetic I was given. I'm concentrating on what Prophet TB Joshua prophesied. I want you to see this video. Here it is.
In Jesus Christ's name, we have to pray. This is Asia country. I will not mention any country, but God showed me the country. I'm seeing a very big balloon. And what is the cause of this? Just about to take off, and the first started. It means they can discover it at the tarmac, but because impatient. If God give me the grace, I will send a letter to the embassy of the country. It's going to be huge, almost 200 people inside. What happened here is the fault of impatient, because there are many things they need to look into before they take off, but they are unable. What is the cause? 200 people inside the plane, but this is Asia country.
Here it is. The idea of this plane is it's missing. While it is missing, two prophets were shown that I was shown that there is a plane, and I don't know, from one vision to the other, I'm not seeing it. I couldn't say it disappeared. I just knew it had to do something to do with the plane, whether it disappeared on the radar or it disappeared in real life. So that's why I'm not concentrating on me. I'm concentrating on the prophecy senior prophet TB Joshua was given. And he was the only one, if I may say so, around the world who had that specific detail, even the number of people that would be on the flight, and that it will fall into the sea. But one thing you need to understand, imagine he gets that is Asia, then he gets that is around 200 some people, then he gets that the issue that it will fall into the sea. Then he says, I'm going to send a letter to the embassy. He has details of what really took place, what the vision allowed him to see, the other things he's not allowed to say. When we prophesy, we can sense by what's happening and what's coming around us that there is somebody in the country, in the world, who is mapping the compasses based on what we said, number one. Number two, someone who doesn't know we said something, but they seem to know the same things we know that God showed us. Then we go like, something is wrong here. On March 8, 2014, we have the flight MH370 that just disappeared. From nowhere, it disappeared. The point is, how did it disappear? It was scheduled from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, as we already saw that on the to go to Beijing, China. This was set, everyone knew about it. It took off from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, flew right international airport, I think 12:41. Here's where you need to understand, from 12:41 a.m. local time with 239. Remember what Prophet TB Joshua said, around 200 people. All right, we are including passengers, we are including crew. But 38 minutes after takeoff at 1:19 a.m., final communication is ahead. And listen to what Prophet TB Joshua said. He said it will just fly from here and it goes. Because he's not seeing it. After it takes off, he's not seeing it. So he saw something that is already written in the what? In the realm of the spirit. But when we come to the earth and the information we have, the transponder stopped communicating. All right? So shortly after going up, 30 minutes later, the transponder stopped responding, communicates with the plane location to air traffic control, was turned off. The plane now deviates from its planned route. It's going another direction. What did Prophet TB Joshua say? It flies, it falls, it disappears. But he says it falls. All right? Then military radar, gone. It's now seeing that it's now going west across the Malay Peninsula in northwest. It's like going straight to a place called Malacca. Now imagine all this is moving out of range. I'm trying to say to you, if we focus on what is happening, it should be in the south. It should be the whole thing is focusing on the South China Sea. Yet the plan was to go somewhere else. So if you look at it, you realize something got it off. But the prophetic said the moment it goes up, it's in the sea. The prophet is the one explaining that it's going in the sea. But reality is we have to look at things correctly and say, if the prophet saw it like this. So we have analysis from the satellite data from the British company, all right, in Masada. I don't even want to mention these things, all right, suggested that the aircraft continued flying for several hours. Now, how can it go for several hours? I don't know if you understand this. So it's going southern path into the Indian Ocean, wrong direction. They concentrated on the southern arc over the southern Indian Ocean. But it's based on what? On satellite pings received every hour from aircraft until 8:19 a.m. But notice again, it's an extensive thing that they should have done, and they went wrong direction. So the search was officially suspended January 2017. Of course, many people got angry, and it was covering, imagine, the biggest search, 120,000 square kilometers. But the problem is, it's still wrong direction where they are searching. Now, over the years, the debris confirmed that from MH370 was found along the coast of Africa and islands in the Indian Ocean, supporting the theory that it went to the southern side of it. But the problem is here. When they found that piece that you saw, the marine plans didn't agree with where they said it got lost. The plans own the wreckage. Not only that, it was missing other ID identifiers. So you saw those serial numbers. Some of them were wrong. But people didn't care. They saw it and they were wrong. Now, what am I trying to say? Remember, this is for entertainment only. So, if we deal with this as we should deal with it, it is going this direction and it's found in another direction. Like we said on the 20th of July 2013, this is 1 year, or almost 1 year, around 1 year, our Prophet TB Joshua prophesied about this. He saw it. And you cannot doubt it now because he literally saw it. Let's say he guessed, for those who like guessing. Let's say he guessed correctly. In March 2014, after the disappearance of this MH370, he gave further prophecies on the location of the plane and where some debris would be located. I want you to watch what he said. I want you to just watch what he said.
There's a big controversy going on in the world concerning Malaysia plane. They don't know where the plane is. Long time I said that you look down the deep sea. I think they are going to the deep sea, trying to see what sea. They did not ask which kind of sea are we talking about. Yes, there is a controversy everywhere. I say deep sea, long time. Yes, between the sea of Indonesia and the Indian Ocean. Why I say between? Because the particle has gone swimming everywhere. It entered and it was seized by object down sea. There is no way the thing could come up the sea until the thing becoming decay. When it becomes decay and becoming particles, little body come on the sea. But the whole thing is coming to an end. Coming to an end in the sense that they will discover the particle, everything will be iron.
So as they were saying it, you would come back and say something. So the disappearance of Malaysian Airlines, that MH370, you know, the most popular number, remains one of the most baffling aviation mysteries of the 21st century. One of the most difficult for many families, of course. So while official investigations have yet to provide a conclusive explanation, I'm just here as a prophet telling you, look at what another prophet was given. And then you look at the things that then ensued. Then you realize, wait a minute, this was a calculated event with high stakes implications. I want you to see something.
I'm seeing a very big balloon. And what is the cause of this? Just about to take off and the first started. It means they can discover it at the tarmac. But because impatient, if God give me the grace, I will send a letter to the embassy of the country. Check your airline in your country. But it's going to be huge. Almost 200 people inside. What happened here is the fault of impatient. Because there are many things they need to look into before they take off. But they are unable. What is the cause? 200 people inside the plane. But this is Asia country. So we are going to pray for them, and I see what I can do to send a letter to the embassy and let them know that any plane in their tarmac, they should make sure before it moves. Take a cognizance, take note, so that they can avoid this. In Jesus Christ's name.
Yeah. Now, he said impatience was the problem. But he didn't say who is the causer of the fault. Not because he didn't see it, but because he entered where he was allowed by God to say. But he said he's going to write a letter. We don't know whether he did write a letter or he didn't. So it doesn't matter what I would have done. It doesn't matter what Prophet T.B. Joshua would have done. So now that means Prophet T.B. Joshua is simply giving us what he was allowed to tell us. But here is the problem. There is a certain conspiracy theory. You like conspiracy theory? There's a certain conspiracy theory that there was a presence of 20 employees from a certain company I would not mention, deeply involved in cutting-edge technology, and listen to this, and electronic warfare systems. These individuals were highly skilled, all right? Potentially possessing classified knowledge of technological advancement, including making a plane disappear from the radar. This is, remember what we're dealing with right now. Yes, it's for entertainment only. Now, what are the chances? See, I will do my thing as an exposure, but as a question. But remember, the exposure is for entertainment only. Now, what are the chances that the people that are on board are technically advanced? And they've already put a patent out. And only one company has no representative on the flight And by the law of patterns, it means if 5 of us have applied for a patent and 4 die and I survive, I own the patent 100%. Remember, this is entertainment only. It's for leisure purposes. Now, so what are the chances that you have people with advanced technology on making planes disappear off radar, and then the plane they are on disappears a few minutes after takeoff from the radars? Wow. Okay. So there is 20 employees, technology. Then we have patent ownership. I don't know if you're getting this. And that patent had a structure related to technology that, as I said before, it includes radar. All right? Are you getting this? Now, some of you who are watching right now go like, okay, what does it mean? So the patent, when other controllers or other partners die, where does it go? You get into the surviving partner. And I'm not mentioning the surviving partner. You can do this on your own. So now you can see why individuals like this can be targeted, suggesting that the business interests could override the importance of lives. And we've seen it over and over again, even in our own lives, that money can take root. So now the technology developed by these guys, as I said before, is capability for warfare. We're talking about electronic warfare, such as clocking, jamming radar signals. That provides a chilling yet plausible method of the plane's disappearance. The reason why it disappeared, because the technology makes it disappear. And some of it was supposedly on board. I don't know, some people are getting it, some people are not getting it. Are you getting it or you've lost? So anyway, I'm not saying anything. So the idea that we can come here and give you what the prophetic says, and then tell you some people we have actually seen that something is off, then it lines up with the things that we were shown by God. That's what I'm saying. Maybe, are you following? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Now, so it includes more than what Prophet T.B. Joshua said, or managed to say, or was allowed to say, that there was human error and the plane had error and impatience caused all this to happen. All right? It is further fueled, listen this, the ownership of the patent of that technology falling into the hands of someone that is very powerful on this earth that I will not mention. I don't know if you are getting this. This is kind of the information that people get killed for. You know, when somebody just says nonsense and says something, people go like, he just says all these things, But when somebody like me comes in to confirm something, and becomes a very, very tricky thing, because I hear from God and I've said so many things that have come to pass. Now that means people will know exactly that what I'm saying is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know if you are you getting this or you're not getting this? Are you getting this? So isn't it amazing that 11 years have passed and there has not been any development in uncovering what really happened? Are you getting this? Millions of dollars being spent on searches. Yet we have witnesses, 2. One was on a boat, saw the plane with a yellow U as if it was falling into the sea. And when they caught them, guess what happened? They tried to force them to understand something. You know, when you say, I saw it at 12:30, they say, no, it should be 18. Because by the radar, he says, no, the time, I knew the time. And all of them came out and said, they forced us. They were forcing us to change what we saw. So there are too many coincidences which seem to have coincidentally taken place at the same time, as if it was calculated, and it is calculated for entertainment only. Imagine the transponder going off and switching off to another air traffic controller, ground radar, conveniently going off amongst other things, just like boom, boom, it's gone. I don't know if you understand this. So the iron of all this is, it's something that is deliberate, but it looks like it's not deliberate. How is that a group of people on board were key developing technology, we're in the developing of technology that is capable of making planes disappear, ended up on the plane that seemed to do just that, disappear. It most certainly would not have been the first time that it happened. I know. History has many objects disappearing. Oh, I know you're not getting this. Okay. So Nikola Tesla, when he died, they found 80 boxes. Right? There were 80 boxes that were in, 80 boxes that were in his apartment, and out of the 80, they found 60. Where did the other 20 go? And yet the man was credited for having been noised abroad that he created time-traveling technology. And out of the 80, they found 60. Who took the 20? Could it be there is another person who did it? I know time travel is real. I know it is real. I, for one, have experienced it on many occasions. I've given you testimonies after testimony from one location to the next location. At one time I was like 7 miles away together with my wife and the Mercedes-Benz we were in ended up in another location. And I don't have time to give you this and this and this and this and this. I was in Houston, Texas, and ended up in another country, in Toronto, Canada. Yes, I get it. Not in a dream, not in a vision. Like the whole airport has been taken, like the whole plane has been taken to the same location. Yeah, you can say maybe I blanked out and this happened. Wonderful stuff. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. You have imagination. Yeah. So it's not a new concept. Like I just said to you, the great inventor Nikola Tesla invented more than what has been made public. He died, I believe, in 1942, 1943 there. And the US government raided his possessions. This is the truth. 80 boxes filled with data and work he had actually worked in for years. Discoveries that were not even there. Some of them that are being used according to what people are saying for entertainment only. Now, but out of the 80, like I said, only 60 were ever returned to his family. 20 of those boxes remained unknown, and no one knows their contents, location. And so much as the prophet, are we going to find this plane? Yes. Now, watch some. I want you to watch some videos just below, which arguably shine a light on this issue, concept of that has been in existence for a long time, that actually Nikola Tesla found. I just want you to watch this so that you can watch this modern looking man. I want you to see a modern looking man captured in 1941 in a photo. Some of them you even see with mobile phones. Wrong time.
In 2010, an image from Browlorne's Pioneer Village went viral. The image was taken back in November of 1941 at the reopening of the South Fork Bridge near Goldbridge, British Columbia. As we can see, there is a large crowd of people all watching and awaiting the reopening. But right in the middle of them is a man who sticks out like a sore thumb. While everyone else is wearing attire fitting of the time, this particular man is wearing clothing that simply wasn't worn or made back in the day. He has a printed t-shirt, modern sunglasses, and a compact camera which wouldn't have been around back then.
Let's watch this person who was captured with like a smartphone during Mike Tyson's fight. in 1995. Phones were not there at that time, mobile phones.
In the 1995 boxing match between Mike Tyson and Peter McNeely, an audience member can be seen holding a very strange looking device. It appears that this man is recording the match with a smartphone. Obviously, smartphones didn't exist in 1995, and camera phones weren't even introduced until 2000. The video was uploaded to YouTube and it blew up, getting around 5 million views. A lot of people claimed it was a 1995 Casio camera, but people have responded to this by stating that the colors aren't 100% similar, and also asking the question, why would he record vertically?
Also in 1928 on Charlie Chaplin said a woman walks through the set. Watch this, appearing to be talking on a mobile phone. This is appearing. That's in 1928.
In Charlie Chaplin's 1928 movie, The Circus, there is a very interesting scene that went on to catch the attention of millions of viewers. This is because in one scene, a woman walks by and appears to be holding a cell phone. She's using the same mannerisms that someone on a phone would use, and she also appears to be talking into it. Now obviously cell phones didn't exist in the 1920s, and they wouldn't be invented for almost 50 years after this film was made. So many people took it as a sign that it was a time traveler from the future trying to send us a message.
I don't know if you're getting this. Okay, we talk about now, what about the football match that was being broadcast live when a man appears running through the crowd? Watch this. I want you to see it so that you can see some few things that when you look at them, you go like, what just happened?
This event took place in Uruguay at a football match that was being broadcasted live. When it goes to a long shot of the crowd and the field, a person in the crowd can be seen running at an incredibly fast rate. A lot of people have speculated that this is fake, and even if it was real, people have stated that this would not constitute as traveling through time. However, the person running is seemingly running through actual people, and certain believers of time travel have stated that this is actually what would happen if someone were to travel through time.
I don't know if you're getting this. And here it is. This car that appeared out of nowhere on a traffic intersection. You can see by the sudden response of the vehicles in front slamming the brakes to avoid it. Is it an illusion? Or they were avoiding just collision from happening because they don't want to hit an invisible car that came from nowhere that became visible?
Someone recording footage from their dashboard picked up this incident, which shows a car seemingly appearing out of nowhere. Again, people have tried to justify this with camera angles, and that may be a possibility, except the driver in front of the camera reacts to this event as if the car did indeed pop out of nowhere.
Now, there's been a lot of experimentation happening for decades behind the public eye. That you have watched a lot of movies which depict secretive government department like the DAPA, of course, experimentation to develop advanced weaponry tech. They listen to this so that you get this correctly. The CIA has been involved in a lot of movies from the 1960s. They actually sponsor movies to carry narratives. So if they want to tell you that it will happen in the future, you will think it will happen in the future when they already have the technology. No. Here's where you have to understand. Do you understand the internet? AI did not start 2 years ago. No, it was in the military already. Internet was in the military. We got all this technology from the military. That means they were using it. So what versions have they not given us? And if you look at the plane, the moment it moved, it faces another direction according to the witnesses. It faces another direction, which is actually where you find a U.S. Army base. You can get to the X-Men in the movies, depicting the Gates program. Like in 1943, there is an experiment with a naval ship. Now, watch what happened. And then You get what I'm trying to give you. It is. So there is no way the plane disappeared and people don't know where it is. And then you get a flip of a wing. And they say, you see this, the coast of Africa. They know you're stupid. And they know exactly what they are doing. But you see, the programs are now there everywhere. And they are doing this. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to show you that governments already know what to do with citizens. And they know what information to give you. Now they've started searches. And here's what is going to happen. Listen carefully. So radio waves are going to be the way they locate where. But at first they will act like they couldn't find it. Then they will go to, we seem to have located the location. But they will tell you the location they want to tell you. All right? Let me give you an example. It's those who are smart, take in what I'm saying. They go to the south side, they get in there, they move a few distance, miles, kilometers, whatever it is. They move a little bit and say the wreckage was moved a little bit and some of the wreckage is there and there and there and there. Are you listening? Who is going to tell you that's the location? If you're told that it was found in the south today, would you know where the south is? They didn't get it. But just imagine how quick it was to change people's narrative who were there. Some lady was on the boat and said the time I saw the plane as if it was falling into the sea was this. And another one said no, it wasn't like that. I actually saw it this direction. So what are we saying? Are we saying you're going to know? Are you going to be joining them in searching for this? No. The whole world is full of lies. And they are told from the high level. I told you witchcraft is now being done on jets. I gave you the prophetic word already. That there is radio wave that they will look at and say, this man was telling the truth. He found the location through following radio waves because the records are still there. For any location, they're still there. And that's exactly how they're going to do it. They are moving around right now saying they're searching, and they're searching, and they're searching. Yet they are going to follow one guy and then act as if they are finding it another way. But I'm telling you, they will find it. But look at what Prophet Joshua said. He said it is just right there. According to him, it was going to be found in 7 days if they were listening. But nobody listens to what we say. Did it fall? It was clogged. Are the people alive? No. Did it really disappear? No. I just said clogged. Anyway, the 10 minutes is over. Now, raise your hands.